DM can change the environment, drop a wall between the party, split open the ground, throw in a wall of fire to push them apart, or even teleport them across the world. But what if I told you there was a better way to do this, and it was less work for the GM, and it put pressure on players? What if the players choose to split the party instead? This video is sponsored by DSCRYB, but more about them later. Remember, you can get 10% off DSCRYB by using the promo code FABLES at checkout. Link in the description below. Hello. Am I live? You can hear me. Good. Good start. Adventure. Okay, you guys should hear music. Forerunner, Professor, Chance, Sean, how's it going? Let's focus on the island. It's not focused on my face. What can I do? This is cooler. Did it work? Yeah, it did. Cool. Damn. General Kenobi. Alright. Guys, my desk is a mess. Clearly, I haven't moved yet. It's still happening. It just hasn't happened yet. Oh boy. Right? Here, let me show you how big of a mess this is. Like, everything is covered in sawdust. The sawdust was a bad idea. Yeah. It just goes out. Oh my. I need to replace that cable. Selena, it's been a long time. Welcome back. I don't even have my reference monitor. That's why I'm constantly turning behind me. If I take my mouse. No, it doesn't work that way. There we go. Now we can see it. Hey everybody. It'd be really great if I knew how to use a computer. So yeah, the desk is a mess. It's horrible. Let me grab my makeup brush and just clean off my buttons. There we go. Clean the monitor. Oh yeah, there we go. Tell you what, this brush is great. Elf. Flawless. Beautiful. Clean that right up. Great. Okay, so we're going to be working on the floating islands. And we're going to glue some other minis that need to be finished and put them back together. On top of cleaning the mess a little bit, so we can do that. And what we're going to do for the island is work on some edging on the bottom. Where did I put it? There it is. Work on some edging on the bottom. We are going to prime the big one. That's going to take a lot of time. I already think I'm overcommitting, but we'll see. Kobe, you made it. Yeah, I made your idea. It was a good idea. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean up. You guys enjoy the music. I will pop into chat in a little here and there, but mostly I'm gonna stick to just cleaning up for the next few minutes. Just relax, chill, and we'll get to crafting real soon.
Oh my god, you're not ready for this stream.
If I was to clean my desk before I streamed, I'd be robbing you.
That's the game for ASMR craft cleaning.
Yeah. Yannick, what's up? Brickmaster? It's been a long time, Selena. Is it Celine or Selena? I want to get your name right because I remember not ever being able to get your name right.
It's Celine because it ends with an E, right?
It's Celine because it ends with an E. Okay. I can remember that.
It would be an A.
Selena would be an A. Got it.
Here for
Stupid American. Can't even say names correct. Of course, your education system. Doing you wonders, it is. That's a box of garbage. Yeah, I found my tweezers. I somehow lost my Nintendo Switch in the mess I call my room. Classic. My everyday tabletop meeting don't help to watch your streams. You found a great group. We play second campaign after TPK. Nice. My second character is a catfolk shaman necromancer mix. That's so cool. Congratulations. Ooh, that's dangerous. I've weirdly never had a full TPK though. I was the only survivor of one group. And you were the DM. Celine, how'd the TPK go down? Who were you fighting, and like, give us the tea. What level were you? What class? Give us some good story time. In your instance, Sam, you were a barbarian fighter, 17. By an archlich who have found and manipulated the strings of fate. We rushed in. He attempted to erase us. My character had a wish ring, so I used it to block the strike, but it wasn't strong enough to save everyone. Well, man, that's quick. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button for the stream. Helps stream out. And don't forget to leave when the stream's over, leave a comment. Tell me what you like about the stream. This helps. Liking and commenting it's crazy how much that helps. Just and how it helps is it helps people find the stream and lets the channel grow. coolest character you ever played. That's pretty nice. Locked in battle for a month in the game before altered version. Now we have a pirate campaign. Ooh. System created by your GM. We have chaos demons to kill. Nice. But place to go nuts after some of the events in the game. Most of us we're just trying to tried. I'm tired, and we decided to TPK the character in time. Okay. Having a group decision on TPKing, that's nice. That's actually satisfying. If you like pirates, you're going to enjoy the game that comes out in August. Boy, do I got pirates for ye. Yar. I'll keep this one. What's this? Math. Found a pen. Found a marker. This continues as undead. If I pulled a TPK, that's exactly what I would do. Right. Let's bring out the big floating island. So big that the cameras can't see it. There we go. So the grid itself is a 10 by 10. We got some nice flaky edges here, which gives a nice good rock wall texture that needs to get replicated almost everywhere else. But we also need to clean up this bottom. And now that it's all dry, you see some of the sawdust that caused most of this mess. And some loose rocks, apparently. Oh god. Still dirty. Like discovering Jumanji over here. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna paint over the debris, and it's all gonna blend in. But the first thing is, no matter how ugly it looks by putting all the little pieces on there, you want those pieces on there to create the texture before you paint. Kobe, you head to bed. You have a good night. This blade. That blade is retired. Thank you again, Kobe, for moving the bar yesterday on Tuesday. Helps a lot when you drop the super chat. We can get closer to that goal. Yeah, you can, but it was like all the way down here, and I need a big chunk of the blade to do these big swooping cuts. So I have to retire blades a lot sooner. Oh, and these are just disposable, which I didn't know they were disposable when I got them. I thought I was only getting one that I could swap the blade out, but I got a pack of disposables. So I just gotta get through all these disposable ones before I can order a nice big reusable one. Got a whole bag of clothes that I didn't know I had. Ooh. Nice, Chance. Nightbot should say something different than that. What should Nightbot say? Come here, big boy. There he is. Liking and sharing the stream because it helps. Consider liking and commenting to help the channel. There we go. Submit. Let's turn on Instagram, guys. I totally forgot I was supposed to do that. Celine, we have mental illness in our game. I will read that comment in a second. I'm not going to skip over that. Live video. Cmike craft. Every Tuesday and type it in every single time. Is that too long of a title? Undo button. Don't do that to me. Cmike craft. Tuesday and Thursday. Public. There we go. I always start the Instagram stream a little bit later than the YouTube stream, because when I'm scrolling and looking at somebody's archived stream on Instagram, my tolerance is really low, so I kind of want the stream to start like in the middle of the show. And voila, the stream is live. Hey, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube. Fables D20. You can visit the channel whenever you want. You can visit it right now. You can also watch this every Tuesday and Thursday on Instagram. So enjoy. Go live. That's another thing. Instagram, like, tapes the whole thing from the moment I press stream over there, not from the moment I press the live button on Instagram. Super weird. All right. There's a new layout on Instagram as well, and I need to clean that up. That's the wrong thing. Lock. What are the things I want to grab? Drop down. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Guys, my brain is crazy right now. You ever have a crazy brain? I sure do. There we go. Look at that. Instagram, you're gonna love this. Look at that. You guys are getting the shot better. Great work, me. Man, I can pat myself on the back. I'm a DM for the first time. I don't know what I'm doing. Got any tips? Have a strong start. Every scene, should prepare that to be up to 30 minutes. If you're going to have two NPCs talk to each other, just sum it up and be like, yeah, they talk to each other, and these are the important things that you hear. So do that instead of having a scene by yourself. And if there are important roles that you're going to roll behind the DM screen, instead make your players roll it. Don't tell them what they're rolling for. And then, have fun. Okay, we have mental illness in our game when we got enough insanity points. Love it. My first character after game events and my not smart move end up with 10 mental illness. Ooh, every paranoia after excessive torture. That's great. Gayton? Did I say that right? Gayton? Hey Cmike, hey y'all. Came here from Corridor and recently started DMing, so I've been watching your tips. Thanks, man! I put a lot of work in those videos. Especially the most recent one. That is getting criminally low views, and I'm gonna be a sourpuss about it until the day I die. Honestly, it needs less B-roll, and I think it would do a lot better. And I need to learn how to place my sponsor bits better. Elite, best of luck. Based on Warhammer 2nd edition. We use D100 for all rolls, love it, but it completely reworked by our GM. It kind of sounds like you're playing Call of Cthulhu. I keep watching, does it count as multiple views? I don't know. But I know that commenting, liking, that all helps. And honestly, sharing it. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it on Twitter. Share it wherever. Like, that helps a lot. Like, I know people who watch their analytics and they see a massive jump when people share it. I know none of you guys are on Instagram, except for those who are on Instagram. I think the new Instagram layout looks good. Sponsor, it's just slightly up. I really like it. Now post it on your own Discord. Thanks, man. If you elite on Instagram, if I'm just slightly off, but if you really want a good tip to start DMing, my latest video on Split the Party has, yes, it's a sponsored video, but please support me. But it has my favorite new tool for D&D, and it's completely free. When bravo! Yep, I'm French. You pretty much nailed it. Guillotine. It's like guillotine, but guillotine. That's how I'm gonna say it, unless I'm corrected. I'm sorry. Decided to do a short intrigue campaign. Nice. 5e, okay. Even though everyone advised me against it. What were they advising you to play instead? Because if people are just saying you shouldn't do it without giving a suggestion of what you should do, they're wasting your time. Where's the vid? The vid is on my YouTube channel. So on Instagram, if you just head over to the link in my bio, YouTube should be one of the... You should get you to YouTube. It's a whole, like, straight up thing. We have a tree link, whatever it's called. Okay. So our theory on why we haven't been able to move yet is that the maintenance guys are really slow and lazy. I know that's mean to say, but what they're doing, I could do in 3 days. They're literally just painting the wall, patching up any problems, which would probably take the longest time, but there's not that many problems. Caulk some cracks, and clean the floors. Window screens, there's a pile of them downstairs. They could just take them. So they're just taking time because our property manager's out of town. Hurts me. But we'll move real soon. Which means we're probably going to play another session of Jaws this weekend. And I'm really excited about that. Okay. I think I could do this whole chunk. Okay. We also roll for travel. Then the GM roll for what type of events we get. And we use cards to set severity of events or the encounter. Now we choose 3 most out of 3 times 3 rows. That sounds a lot of fun. That also sounds a lot really similar to my my underclock tool that I'm using now. See, great people play good games together. One of the main reasons why my little family is moving. Having no AC for the past 3 years, I feel you. Haven't been great, especially when my goblin's room is going to be about 80 degrees at night. Yeah. We just had somebody put wood frame in this wall, and I have an AC unit right here. Thankfully, it's technically furniture, so we can pull this out and put it in the new apartment unit upstairs. And we'll probably get a second AC. Marshall Hall, what's up? What am I making? I'm making a floating island, brother. Here is, if you can look at my little personal camera, you can see the other one. Aha, here. Because it's really tall. A floating island. So this is what I call the small one. It's just tall. But it's a 4x4 base. This sucker is a 10 by 10 base. So it's a big map. I've never had a full-on AC unit, only a small one we barely use. You don't see ACs in Europe in general. Europe has a really good climate, but it is getting hotter. So, Witch with Spice, good afternoon, boss. Thanks. Witch? Yeah, just trying to get these edges a lot more neutral looking, so it doesn't look like 2 giant pieces of foam stuck to each other. So who's seen the latest episode of Fables of Refuge? We're over here in Michigan. This is Midwest of the US. Weather is bipolar. It really is over there. In Minnesota, we had, in the summer, 110 degrees Fahrenheit. In the winter, we used to have -40. So whether or not you're Celsius or Fahrenheit, the measurement is straight up 160 degree different per year. That's a lot. You don't need to know the system to know that that's a lot. Ooh, Sean. Can't wait for you to see it. This is still too steep. I want to keep this little rando rock right here. This is nice. Did you ever reshape the BBG in the middle of the plot? I realized that the assistant was more badass than the BBG, so I decided to fuse them together one day. Oh yeah. I stand by that one. I try not to, because I feel like there is a level of fairness when I don't adjust things, right? Like, the players can't adjust things. So for the most part, I try not to. But I will also adjust things mid-combat to make sure that... Oop, that broke. To make sure that the players are actually having fun, depending on the game. I'll give you an example. Was that the last knife? No way it was. No way that was the last knife. Well, I guess I'm ordering a knife. There we go. Found one. So I will often adjust a monster's HP. As for example. And it's not really... I think the biggest reason why I will adjust something on the fly is for timing. Either managing the time of the encounter or the timing of certain events in the encounter. When I don't do that, I like to analyze, was that the right number for the situation and stuff like that. Because there's no way for me to get it right instantly when the combat starts. I do not... The moment the players start landing hits, I don't adjust the AC. Because that's a little cheaty. Unless I have spells, abilities, and layers stuff to do that. Giving them more abilities and power. Especially in the middle of a campaign, I'll definitely amp up my monsters. Because I gotta keep up with my players. And giving them more abilities to make them beefier and tougher. Absolutely. Because even if I was to toss in like high level 20 boss to low level players, like there's a way players can win. Somehow they'll find a way. So honestly, just having what I've learned, having legendary actions, multi-attack, and 1 to 2 legendary resistances, 1 typically, for just like a go-to baddie, like a small boss. The big boss obviously will have like 3. So gauge that. Literally, legendary resistance, legendary action, so they can go on somebody else's turn, and then multiple attacks per attack action. Literally, those 3 things will make your bad guy really powerful. And it's more fun, and players won't mind it if you can justify it through narration. Why does he have multiple attacks? Because he's he's very quick with swiping the sword. Or he's got 4 arms and he's swiping at you. They're not going to complain. They're like, it makes sense. And if he's a very bossy-like character, players will forgive. Like, oh yeah, he's got like 1 legendary action to beat them up. Okay. Or 1 when you go, he has a resistance, legendary resistance. How does he have legendary resistance? Does his skin automatically heal? Does the armor protect him strongly? Does magic stop it? You know? Legendary resistance needs narration. I know there's a book called Monsters Menagerie I really want to get. I don't really need a monsters book because I have Lee Mortals coming. I have the Monster Manual business card, which is the entire Monster Manual in 1 business card size stat. The Monsters Menagerie is made by the guy who made the business card, but what he does in that is he offers a lot of legendary and boss-like options and abilities for a bunch of monsters. So I want to get that to like see what things I can add to my monsters to make them beefier. Elite, you're back. Video is pretty fire. So far, dog. Thanks, man. Elite, make sure you like and comment what you like about the video. That helps the video find more people to view it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Rebalancing the field via action economy. Yeah. This 3-card setup character level potential. This go to our encounters, events, good and bad. Also, important NPCs are created by these 3 cards to give more randomness to the game. That's pretty cool. Celine, that actually sounds a lot of fun. If it's mostly custom, you should tell your GM to kind of like consider publishing it. You can make a few bucks off of it. That sounds super fun. Alex, hola amigo. Still a lot of flat going on. We'll get through that because I can add the rock texture and that'll neutralize it a bit. $9.99. What we got? CD-ROM. What CD are we getting for $9.99? Didn't Oni on my players at level 3 utilize that invisibility of mobility and sneaky strikes? I had a young green dragon attack a party of 5 at level 4. They were terrified. They won. They were terrified. But I also did probably my best encounter design yet. So I'm trying to top that. It's like the first 3 rounds, they were fighting a dragon. At the end of the 3rd round, the dragon flew away, and they had to run to a new safe point. So the dragon started chasing them in the sky. And they had to essentially roll stealth checks, try to go here, try to go there, and outrun the dragon. Then when they chose to run and go to the dragon's like lair tower, I had the green dragon land in front of them and like grow with its wings, because it's a green dragon, into a maze and create them into a maze. And they had to do a kind of a maze run where the dragon would jump through the vines because it's made of it. And so that's another way to make your boss battles really cool, is break them up into 3 acts and have each act be about 3 rounds worth of time. And oh man, they'll love that. Not sure about its Cone of Cold. Oh, you're trying to say. Not sure about its Cone of Cold spell, though. Yeah, that's true. Cone of Cold can kill. I typically, whenever there's like a cone of damage or like fireball or something, I have no problem swapping out the element because magic. Okay, well, let's try to get that rock texture. So the people made me their GM want me to have a modern day setting. Any tips for how to add guns to the game? Swap out crossbows. And have Comet feel like guns, not swords. Swap out crossbows, and you should be good. Like, me and my friends have talked about it a lot of times, and it keeps coming back to, yeah, just use crossbows. I have homebrew for guns in different systems, like Blade Runner and Alien. For ammunition, rather than counting how many bullets you have, track how many times you have to reload. So your inventory essentially has magazines, right? Or I don't know what it's called, but it's like the chunk of bullets for a revolver, right? Every time you reload, that is a magazine. Let's say you can only carry, like, without a backpack, you can only carry 2 magazines, 2 reloads. With a backpack, you can get 2 or 3 more. And if you wear tactical gear, you can get like another 2. So consider that. And they have to re-roll. If they roll a natural 1, a critical failure, that's when you have to reload. So it keeps it more cinematic, which is a lot of ammo. That works really well if you're going to do like heroic stuff. If you're going to do horror, then you got to cap that ammo. You got to really cap them. The best way to do it in horror is to give them a limit on what they can carry. It's the best thing. I like using the load system. I should make a new video about this, talking about load. A load is a one-handed item. 2 loads is a two-handed item. And half a load is a stack item. So far, it makes sense, right? Your character can carry as many loads equal to your strength score. If you want to make it hard mode, it's half your strength score. So gauge it that way. That's a pretty easy way to determine how much you can carry. And then for backpacks and stuff like that, for every 5 pounds a backpack could carry, air quote, that's 1 load that backpack can carry. That cleans things up real quick for you as a GM. I'm doing this on the wrong side of the camera because I'm right-handed. Woo. There we go. Oh, thank you, Chance. Yeah, I worked really hard on that. I really look forward to going back into more of the sci-fi cyberpunk. It's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun because everyone who's playing it gets a whole nother like satisfaction from it than they normally do. Also, Elite, if you're going to do guns instead of crossbows, or if you're just going to use guns in general, that underworld clock, every time you shoot a gun, that's loud. Make sure they roll on the underworld clock. How should I structure the enemies without with armor / weapons, etc. for modern setting? Rather than 10 plus AC, instead of AC being 10 plus blah 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 blah, start it at... No, that would unbalance the game super hard. Yeah, I would do AC rather than 10 plus stuff for AC. I would do 8 plus stuff. So you're just minusing 2 on AC. And then for armor and weapons, just flavor it differently. You know, like heavy armor is like SWAT gear stuff. That kind of thinking. And if something doesn't seem like it's working, take a second and think about it. Like, why is it not working? What's a quick fix to make it work right now for this game? And you're good. I did watch the Underworld Clock video yesterday, actually. Thank you, Yan. Took me a minute to get a good thumbnail and title combo there, though. That was frustrating. Yeah, it's like, it's the first sponsored video with DSCRYB. And that, I think that's why, speaking of DSCRYB, it's on the screen. Link down below. Fables D20 for 10% off. And I kind of just want to have a good impression on the brand, so we can have a long-term relationship. That'd be great. Harmless, you made it. And I blame you for every single piece of media I consume. I'll take that. Yeah, when it comes to the Alien series, I kind of just set that as like the standard moving forward for the channel. And by forward I mean Jaws. Because Refuge has already been pre-taped, and it's just me editing as fast as I can. Is there a way to make an NPC on D&D Beyond? I don't think so. There's no like standardized way to make an NPC, and that's why they don't have it. Instead, a good way to make an NPC. A good way to make an NPC is reskin a monster. There should be archers. If you look up monsters, there should be an archer, there should be a fighter, and stuff like that. And just reskin it. Reskin a goblin to be an NPC, and those are its stats, right? Where's my knob? I'm bumping the mic, so I'm sorry. I'm maxing out what this rig can do, apparently. How should I go about that? Just have a monster up. If you want a barbarian, bring up an orc, right? And then just rename it. There you go. Found a way. Perfect. I'd love to have some nice home D&D setup one day. All my campaigns so far on Roll20. Best thing about Roll20 is DSCRYB. DSCRYB is working on a method to, and they showed it to me, it's amazing, to have a better voice call system. It sounds better than the freaking telephone. It's amazing. For you to DJ sound effects and music from DSCRYB into your game, and it's compatible with Roll20 system. And I also have a sponsor coming up, just waiting for the product to show up in the mail. That is great for Roll20. It's essentially a real dice that you roll that connects to Roll20, so you can roll physical dice for your digital VTT. They asked me to make a quick video for them for free, and I was like, hey, I'm moving this month. I can't do it for free. They're like, okay. I asked for a few $100 since I'm small fry when it comes to brands right now. And they said, sure. I was like, great. If you're going to pay me, I'll make that video. See if I can get this camera to focus. So this is that rock texture that I really like. It has a little bit of a quarry vibe to it, but there's just so much going on that's real nice. Good evening, Sneaky. I have so many troubles with Roll20 sound and videos. We end up using Discord and put YouTube on the background. Yeah, so DSCRYB will fix that because it makes it all in one place. And something you can do is, because DSCRYB comes perfect, it's Fables D20. I gotta fix that. That's a typo on the screen. 10% off using Fables D20. Because DSCRYB has their little sections of narration that you can use to describe way cooler stuff. You can actually sync your descriptions that you can save on your session, adventure, campaign, whatever, and that can be synced to sound effects, music, background ambient. And they have now like over 10,000 narrations. It's kind of wild. Does the description of this stream say Fables or Fables D20 when it comes next to DSCRYB? I can't actually check that right now. You win this one. Do it. Can you give me a 10-second explanation for challenge rating? Woo! 10-second description of challenge rating. Challenge rating is the budget of difficulty an encounter is. How do you determine that budget? Players, numbers of players, times level, divided by quarter if they are level 4 or lower, half if they are level 10 to 5. And then there's like more nuance higher up levels. But that number equals the budget of CR per encounter. And if your monsters succeed that budget, you have an extremely deadly encounter. Enjoy. You might want to clip that and rewind it and share it. Alex going for the big 20. You're so pretty today, Alex. You know that, right? Moving that bar. What's the bar at right now? I can't really see it. Is DSCRYB English only? Forgot. Your English is your spelling in English is really good. Is DSCRYB only in English? I think it is. That doesn't help you. I mean, you could pull a fast one on your friends and start narrating in English. And then be like, what? Sacre bleu. I mean, American music, you guys know English because of American music. Might as well teach English through American company narrations. Facts. The Fable DSCRYB's are aided by veteran award-winning writers whose credited include Wizards of the Coast, Fantasy Flight Games, Green Ronin, Chaosium, Microsoft Studios, Dragon Magazine, Bungie, and others. DSCRYB's goal is to provide game masters with the absolute highest quality box text writing in English. Doesn't say that. I'm just saying that. Oh, here we go. Will DSCRYB ever publish content in other languages? With enough demand, DSCRYB will publish scenes in other languages. If this is something you'd like, please let us know. There you go. So feel free to tell them that you need a French version. And put pressure on it. Build the demand. So what was the rating of the Balrog versus the party in the last episode? Was that a favorable rating or a deadly one? I don't know. I wasn't the Dungeon Master. I need to sit with my GM and help him organize and write it down into a cohesive manual. Now I will help him with PC characters for... there's paint on my screen. Convent one shot. Oh yeah, do that, Celine. Heck yeah. This is too chill. I'm falling asleep. It's a sleepy podcast or a sleepy stream. I think that's an actual subgenre of streams. My character gets introduced on Refuge. I bent this. Episode 11. So, after the first 10 episodes on the Telvoth campaign, and technically Milo from the side quest was before Julius, because we broke into the side quest for a minute. And that was when lockdown happened. And we were just trying to buy time before having to play. But the side quests ended up being 20 episodes, which I need to do. I need to fix the titles and thumbnails on those. Which blight? Oh, a light enemy? Good HP. Elite, you would benefit from the monster manual business card I use. You can literally make up a monster, a whole monster, a full monster, in 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes even less if you know. If you memorize it a little bit and you know what you want to make the monster into. I gotta make a video about that. I also gotta shoot that ADHD video. Talk about ADHD controlling me, Haven't been able to shoot it because of ADHD. Yeah, the whole reason I'm not in the first, like, handful or dozen episodes of Refuge is because we didn't know if I could play while managing all the equipment at the same time. It was a lot of work, a lot of energy. If you're digging the stream on Instagram, come on over to YouTube, give the video the stream a like, drop a comment, support the channel by donating on Super Chat, move that monthly gold bar. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Do I have stuff on camera? I do. It makes it more real, guys. Like a dog sniffing you. Basically everything, yeah. And back then, just a single recording day setup took 6 hours? No. 5 hours to just set up. And then we'd have the game run for 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4. And then tearing it down took another 4 to 5 hours. So I was exhausted. I only really started playing because we were like, I need to start playing. And the setup got just a little bit easier. So I didn't get completely drained right away. Also, the day before and sometimes the morning of, I would have to take an Uber across Los Angeles just to pick up all the gear in backpack. And then take an Uber back, because I don't own a car. And then set it all up. And then that night, after tearing it down, sometimes I had to go all the way back across town to drop off all the equipment because I was borrowing it all from a friend. And now all the gear is owned by me, which is great. Okay, so underneath, that looks nice. I don't think I'm going to touch this that much, because we're not going to see it, really. Oops, bumped the mic, sorry. I feel like production is also part of the fun, though. It is, it absolutely is, but how much can you handle until you can't do anything, and then you're supposed to be on camera, and you're like, this is my life right now. I can't focus. I'm so tired. I'm overheated. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much, Alex. And you're just in this tone, and you're supposed to give a performance and tell a story, and you barely can think, and you're super hungry, super dehydrated. Speaking of that, I need to get some water. So, like, that's the tone of my energy, and I just had to sit there and reset. Now that half the setup, all the setup is always built, but a lot of things are on wheels so I can put them away. So setting up for a game can take 2-ish hours, sometimes, yeah, to about 1.5 to 2 hours. Tearing down even faster. And I have a lot more energy. To the point that I'm even DMing while setting things up. I like the decoration you are making on the island. Thank you so much, little goblin tailor. Little goblin tailor. I'm imagining a goblin that's a tailor now. I need a water alert. It turns a bucket onto my head like, ah. Yeah, because we got 3 tables, 6 microphones, 4 cameras, sometimes 5 cameras. All the lights are mounted. So I just turn that on. Get the speakers and sound effects working for whenever we want to do a live, which is mostly Jaws, is what we've been doing with that. And also clean, because you want a clean apartment. And a pear tree. Yep. How long have we been going? 1.5 hours. And I noticed that if I stream too long on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get really tired afterwards, and I can't get any other work done. So that's why I'm going to be trying to keep these streams down to roughly 2 hours. I have to go to sleep now and get up early tomorrow. Hopefully do something productive. Alright, Yannick, have a great night. Crazy how much effort you put in this channel in these videos. Some of the newer videos are not getting the attention they deserve. Thank you so much, Marshall, for saying that. Thankfully, I'm starting to get some like small brand deals. Like you can see, we have Dogmite, we have DSCRYB. McKee's is not an actual sponsor. It's just a affiliate partnership that me and the owner, because I like his products, I was like, hey, I'm happy to like show off your products. And a couple more brand deals in the works. Small fry, I'm getting there. It would be nice if they would get more views. But also Marshall, that's why we have YouTube membership, and Patreon. And then the super chats, like Alex is rocking. By the way, Alex, what DVD did you buy? $19.99. There's also super thanks. When you leave a comment, you can also donate some money. It goes a long way. Like, that stuff helps so much. Dodgeball, such a good movie. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Alright, this is nice. A little bit more natural looking. It's tall. It's huge. It's huge. See, wait. I did overbook this stream. There's like barely got anywhere with this thing. Like right up here. And I'm also releasing like a movie's worth of content almost every other week. And the sad part is they cost the most to make and make the least amount back. The most hurtful thing. And you know, I still find it funny that a lot of you guys are Corridor fans too. But I find it funny that when the channel started with the Corridor push in the beginning, everyone just stopped watching after episode 1. I was like, it's hurt. Because they saw the channel's essentially the first video that was made with borrowed, broken equipment. Versus now, go look at the stream that I made yesterday. It's a great story. It's long. At a certain point, you know, like, but it's great. Something I did notice, though, the games. I learned today that the games are getting most of their views from people using different apps to watch it on TV. So most of the views, I don't know if you guys watch my little Cmike videos on your phone, laptop, or TV, but the games, like these streams and the big episodes, the analytics say that you guys mostly watch it on TV, which is awesome. That's so cool to say. I'm on TV. Marshall, that's awesome. What kind of 3D stuff do you make? I want to know. I must know. You're on the spot, buddy. I think this is coming along, guys. I think this is pretty good. Got another mess. Oh, is the camera loose? Yeah, it is. So sad when I watch a quarter video of you leaving, even though you're probably already gone for months, or even that video dropped. I want to say no. That video got released the day after I left because it took that long to produce that final goodbye video. Right, just loosely, slightly rough. Make my hands go over these little rocks that I have on here. Make fun little 3D challenge videos using Blender. That's cool. I want any rocks that want to come off now before I paint this. Okay. How much time do we have left on the stream? Still got a half hour. Great. Let's prime this sucker. Put some glue in here. I don't want glossy. I'm low on Mod Podge. Gotta save up to buy some more. Mod Podge in there. Thank you, Alex. You're an absolute peach. I know it's a pear, but it didn't sound right if I would say pear. Also, as a reminder, is it even on this stream? I'll be so upset if it's not on this stream. If I go to edit, does it feel C20? Good. Monetize. Nope, that's not what I want. Shopping. Ah, I didn't put it on here. Shopping app is so broken. I'm looking for something. Sorry, guys. Give me the smallest minute. There we go. Quit out of that. Come back here. Okay, I found it. Paste. We also have merch. If there's ever a way you want to support the channel and you want to wear something that I made, there you go. Au revoir. Hope everyone is having an awesome week. Alex, you have a wonderful time being you, and I'll see you on Tuesday, my friend. Like playing with venom. Cell Games Arena? What's a Cell Games? If you're talking about like Tekken and Smash Bros, then yeah. Dragon Ball Z Cell? Yep. Dude, Cell was so terrifying when he showed up. Frickin' laid waste to everything in his way. I think that was the first time, like, when watching that show, because it was like Vegeta kicked ass. Vegeta's the best character. He was terrifying, but he was also not doing anything. We were just waiting. But it was like a personal connection to Goku that was like really scary. And I feel like Frieza was intimidating, but what I didn't like about it was too much of a it was just power gaming. It was just like, I'm more powerful now, I'm more powerful now, which is really fun in a video game, not that fun on a show. We got a lot of lore out of Frieza as a villain. That's about it, personally. So afterwards, Cell being a villain, and he's so bad. It's essentially the Terminator, right? Because somebody has to come back in time to help stop this villain. And him fighting everyone, Cell literally collected dog tags left and right, let's be honest. And that was intimidating as heck. We were terrified for every single person who got in his way, both in the arena or just in real life. What movie feels more like an RPG? The Mummy or Die Hard? Both. Die Hard is a one-on-one D&D campaign where the DM is fighting one fighter. The Mummy is an adventuring party doing a heavy horror exploration game. It feels like it. I think, like, that's why it's referenced so much. Like, I really want to do a mummy adventure. That'd be really cool. It cost me some money to get them all the minis, but it'd be dope. But I gotta do that after I do all the ones that are currently on the queue. I'm gonna take so much glue and paint. Like, this is just the top. There we go. I can glue that back on, no problem. Okay, let's take this one off too. There we go. But speaking of, like, a battle arena, this is meant to be a boss terrain. Like, there's no doubt about it. There's no just like, oh, we just happen to be fighting on a floating island terrain. That's so safe for bosses. Cool. I've literally been priming this thing for almost 30 minutes. And I've only done the top. Let's glue this back on. This one. It's a little tough because it's just right on the edge. Maybe if I move it, it'll be better. There we go. It's a little bit better. I was eating what? Paint from my fingers? That's funny. Some days I might, because I'll forget what's on my hand. Tools. Here we go. Use this spatula just to help make those grooves pop. On the next stream, I'm gonna focus on the tiles, and then we can probably wrap up the first batch of tiles, and I can start pumping out some Etsy stuff. So that way you guys can purchase and download and print just a couple cool different terrain tiles, and then you can just build whatever you want with that. More water on that. Mucky paint water just to help spread the primer into the cracks. Wait, it looks disgusting. That's the top of the big island, everybody. My Tenchimunya track. Ren would have tried paint. I mean, he's eaten some of the weirdest things. I'll be right back. There's a cat by my foot. We have snacks. We're out of snacks. So I'm eating the leftover of this overpriced vegan jerky. Well, we're hitting the end of the stream, everybody. Kale chips are pretty tasty sometimes. So, thank you. It's a great couple hours that you guys can have to just play in the background and chill and relax, hang out. It's like good TV, right? It gives me a couple hours to just hyper focus. So, I'm gonna, when I log off, I'm probably gonna go edit. I'm gonna find something to chew on because I'm really hungry. And, yeah, I'm gonna edit a bunch of stuff. That's my goal. Am I going to accomplish it? We'll find out. ADHD, please be nice to me. And, yeah, like I said, next stream, we're going to focus on the tiles. Let me grab some so you can take a look. Top down. So my goal is to get at least 2 of every tile. So we got volcanic, astral, ice, desert. Desert needs a touch up. And then I got these 2 tiles right here to do a second version of classic Greystone. Since I've been doing it more and more, I have like a new interpretation of it, and I want to make that instead of what literally my first tiles ever were. So we'll work on that on the next stream. And these floating islands will take a break. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I think it makes sense. So it's not the same thing every stream. And who knows, maybe I'm moving at the same time, so it'll be chaotic. Thanks for the calm stream. Great to sit and paint too. Oh, you're welcome, Thomas. I think that's about it, guys. I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for the last couple hours. It was a swell time. We got a lot of chipping away on this big ass island, so I'm really happy about that. Again, I appreciate you guys. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday, so if you want to catch the next stream, it should happen on Tuesday. And until then, have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and good night.